If you want to apply for your child's British citizenship and you're confused about how to go about it, then stay on this channel and watch this video, because I'm going to be talking about how I applied for my daughter's British citizenship, the documents that I uploaded, and really just talk you through the process. Hi everyone, my name is Chinenye Eze. If you are new on this channel, I talk about everything living in the UK, especially as an immigrant. As you all know, I got my indefinite leave to remain sometimes around October 2025, and I applied for my daughter's British citizenship on the I applied in October. I think it was, I'll put the timelines on the screen. 21st of October 2025. We went for her biometrics on the 1st of November 2025, and on the 23rd of January, I hope I got the dates correct. I'll put it on screen anyway. On the 23rd of January, I got the email to say her British citizenship has been approved. Yes, and we got the British. So the following day, I got the brown envelope, lovely brown envelope. I will share a clips of the video of when I unboxed the video, of when I unboxed the certificate and what it looked like. So after this stage, the next stage is to apply for her passport. So I think the passport, when I looked online, it cost around 60 something pound thereabout. I haven't done that yet. I've just been not serious about it, to be honest. Maybe because I don't have any travel plans and all, but I should do it. And once I do it, I would also share with you guys as well. So here, like I was saying, so it cost me to £1,214 for the application. And the reason why she qualifies for this is because she was born in the UK. So I have two children. My first son came to the UK when he was about two years of age, and so he doesn't qualify to automatically apply for a British citizenship when I get my ILR. So she qualifies because she was born in the UK, and one of her parents, which is me, have gotten a settlement status. So that's the reason why she qualifies, and it cost us £1,214 to apply for the biometrics. After the application, you go for a biometric um, in any of the centers around you. And for children, I think children less than 5 years, or I'm not sure, but my daughter was about a year old. She a year old when we went, and she didn't need to do a thumb printing or anything. They just took her photographs, and we went with what's it called? We went with her documents, which I'll talk about already. So the documents that I needed to upload for this application where the first thing was her identity document. So I struggle with this one because my daughter has no passport. She doesn't have any Nigerian passport whatsoever. She only has a birth certificate, and she has a BRP. So she has a BRP because she has a BRP because I added her to my visa when I was on a skilled worker visa. So that's why she has a BRP. So when I was doing the application, there was a question that asked me about her identity document, and they were asking about it should either be a travel document or a national identity card. So she doesn't have any of those. But what I uploaded was her her birth certificate and her BRP. That's what I uploaded, and of course her e-visa page, because all the BRPs have expired already since 2024. So some of the benefits of my daughter having the British citizenship is that now she goes to the nursery. She goes to the nursery now, and she gets free 30 funded hours. And then we make up the remaining hours that she attends. She currently attends 4 days a week in nursery. So we have funded hours, 30 funded hours by the government, which she uses in the nursery. Another benefit is that we applied for child benefit for her, and the money that we get from this, we are putting it away into a junior ISA account, so that when she's 18 years, she will have a lump sum of money to use. So currently I think we get around 100 and something pound every month for her child benefit. So you can see that there's really lots of benefits for her being a citizen, and hence why I applied for her citizenship. So I just want to run through the application with us. I'm supposed to share this on my screen normally like I would do, but for this particular application, for this particular one, I don't really, I because it's been a while I've been on YouTube, to be honest, I'm struggling with the editing, and I feel like this video is taking too long. And the more I struggle with it, the more I might not upload this video. So I thought it's better for me to just run through it, even if you're not seeing it. If you follow me closely, you'll be able to get answers to some of the very tricky questions. Because to be honest, some of the questions were really tricky. And I'm not saying that these answers are the right answers, but this is what I chose. If you feel like you want to do what I've done, that's fine. If you don't want to, please, it's on you, and it's fine. It's absolutely fine, because I'm not an immigration advisor or anything. I'm just sharing what I did. So onto it. Um, some very basic questions which you'll be able to answer. I created an email address for her when I wanted to start this application, just so that I can monitor the correspondence. So there was questions around remember that when you are filling this application, you're applying on behalf of your child. So all the answers is your child's answers. Do you get what I mean? Even when they're asking about relationship status, where does the child live, and all of that, it's all about the child. It's not you. So it asks about where the child has lived in the past 5 years and all. And I feel that I struggle with this one as well, because he won't let me just put, I think, a year or something, because she was just a year. But at the end of the day, I just feel, at least we have been living in that address for the last 3 years. So I just filled the details as if it was us, but it was her anyway. So date of birth, and then they ask something around, can you provide a valid passport? Very important question. And I said no, because she doesn't have any passports. And you now then said, you are unable to provide your passport with your application, because, so the reason for what I gave was that she's never had a, you have never had a passport, for example, because you were born in the UK. Then he asked me, do you have a biometric residence permit? I said yes, because she has. If you don't have one, there is, I think they're going to give you an option to explain why. So just write a detailed explanation of maybe because the child was born in the UK, you didn't need a BRP, or the child has never need to travel and all of that. So just put those details there. But in her own case, she has a BRP. Then it says enter the BRP number. I put the number there. He asked about national identity card. I said no, she doesn't have it. Do you have any recent expired national identity card? I said no. Do you have a travel document? I said no, she doesn't have a travel document. And then he's now asking me, explain why you're unable to provide a valid form of identification. This one I struggled. So I said she was born in the UK. She has no other passport. She has never traveled out. She has an e-visa, and this will be provided if needed. Of course, I provided it. So, do you currently hold, or have you ever held any other nationality? No. What is your current national insurance number? I just answered those ones. And there were things around the parents as well. I put my details there. Um, I think these ones are quite easy, so I won't really talk too much about it. Then they ask about her father. And then I put his details as well. How does he relate to her? When was he born? His address, his telephone number. I put all of that there. And then the marriage. Are they married? You and myself and my husband, are we married? When did we get married? They asked those details there. And they asked details around, was your biological mother married at your time of birth? Yes. And name of your biological mother's partner at the time of birth. I put my husband's name there. And they asked things around residency status. Do you live in the United Kingdom? And I said yes. Are you relying on your parents' permanent residence, blah blah blah, as evidence of their status in the UK? I said no. um and then they asked things around first referee's title. I put the details of my first referee. And then you move to the second referee, you put the details of your second referee. So they would ask the your referee's British citizen passport number. So remember to get that before you choose a referee. Make sure that it's somebody that can give you their British citizen passport number. So I put the details for the first and the second referee. So after that, once you fill all the details of the first and second referee, it then asks you about the responsible adult for biometrics. So because it's me anyway, I'm going to be the one to take her down for the biometrics. I put my details there, and they asked if this person has a parental responsibility, and I said yes, because it's me. Do you have any other details that you would like to be considered regarding this application? And I said yes, because I want to explain more about that identity details, because I was really worried about it, to be honest. So I said she was born in the United Kingdom. She has never traveled outside of the United Kingdom since she was born. She has no passport. She has no identity card. She only has a birth certificate and an e-visa page. And it then asked, have you applied for a fee waiver for this application? I said no. So apparently some people apply for fee waiver if they cannot afford, and genuinely they can prove that they cannot afford to pay for this application. So I can pay for this application. I didn't apply. So that was the form, really. And then it goes further to, you go to the payment page and you make your payment. Remember that once you pay, that's the end. You can't change anything again. So think twice before you pay. Once you make your payment, you go to the page that asks you the further things that you need to do. This will talk about downloading a declaration form for both referees. So remember that when you download this form, you attach her passport to it and they have to sign on it. And then you need to download and sign your parental or legal guardian consent form. Those things you need to download, and you fill them and attach it to your uploaded documents. So the next thing you have to do is to attend the biometric. So you have to go to the TLS website and book a biometric appointment date. So I wanted a very quick date. So I think I paid for prime time appointment. I think I paid about, I can't remember how much I paid, to be honest, £60 or something. I can't remember. So because I wanted a quick, not a quick, there's nothing like, they don't do fast track with this one, unlike the ILR one where you pay £500 for priority. This one doesn't have that. So this was just for me to be able to walk in at any time into the biometric center. So I paid for one and I went for the biometrics on the 1st of November. And we went, the only thing they asked us was her birth certificate, nothing else. So make sure you go with the child's birth certificate. I did self-service. I uploaded all my documents by myself, but still you have to go with the child's birth certificate because they will ask you for it. I think they need to scan it and all. So it says download your supporting documents, and there's a checklist for it. So you download the checklist documents. Make sure you download it so that you can know the right documents that you're uploading. Once you download it, I've already told you the documents that I uploaded already anyway. I wish I could show all of this, but to be honest, I'm struggling with blurring the sensitive details, and I just thought this video has taken too long. I need to just post it. But please, if you have any questions, let me know in the comment section. I'm happy to answer your questions very detailed. I'm happy to do videos, subsequent videos, just to answer your questions. So that's it really from me today. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, and please subscribe if you haven't subscribed to this channel. And of course, have a good day. Leave in the comment section if you have any questions. Bye bye. Thank you so much for watching.